What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the newest studio album from J-Rock entitled Redemption. This is J-Rock's third studio album. I remember listening to it, actually reviewing his last album, 90059, which I really messed with that album. I actually bought the CD for that. I need to go back and listen to Follow Me Home, though, his first album. So I can say I've heard at least every album in his discography. Y'all know J-Rock, and if you don't, though, he's a part of TDE with Kendrick, of course, Schoolboy Q, Absol, SZA. I believe Isaiah Rashad's with TDE too. I want to say Lance Skywalker is on TDE for some reason, even though I don't fuck with Lance Skywalker like that. So yeah, I believe he's on TDE. I believe, but yeah, this was 13 tracks long, and I'll say this, man. The first album from J Rock came out in 2011. The next one came out in 2015. This has come out what? Like, okay, let's see. What time? Like September, October of 2015. Okay, September 11th. So almost 3 years later. So J Rock believes in making people wait for the album. Like, if you gonna listen to J Rock, if you gonna sit around and wait for the next album, you gotta be patient because J Rock doesn't just drop just every year and a half, 2 years. Like, you're gonna wait for the album. So let's go ahead and get right into this. This was 13 tracks long, and I'm glad I listened to this more than 2 or 3 times. I listened to it a good amount of times just to make sure that I know how I'm feeling about this album. Because J Rock's one of those artists where it's like I want to like what he puts out. So because I like him and I know he's a good rapper, so it's like I want to give him even more chances than I would somebody who I don't necessarily care for. Not even that somebody that I don't necessarily care for, but just somebody who I'm like, you know what? They, well, yeah, I just don't care for them. Like, they're probably not gonna please me because they haven't in the past, and they haven't in the recent memory. So it's like I don't really give them a chance like I would J Rock. Some might say that's unfair, but still. But yeah, I actually listened to this backwards, and that's when it clicked for me. I'm not gonna lie. I can listen to it just track 1 through 13 now, but listening to it backwards is what got me to finally click with me. So the first track I want to talk about is actually "When," the last track on the album, and it is a banger. God Almighty, freaking! I think Kendrick was featured, but he didn't have a verse. He was just there with the ad libs, like just kind of like a hype man. Like if Diddy, if Puff, if he was on some, if he was on his hype man shit, but doing ad libs, like that's what this reminds me of. But this thing is a banger, like Jesus Christ. The next track I want to talk about is Redemption featuring SZA. Here, J. Rock's just kind of being reflective, like saying that if he had another chance at life, like what would you do? Like he was thinking about like what would happen, how would it have been if he'd have died in a motorcycle accident? Like how would life be even before his daughter right now? Um, he did say, "What is this? My loyalty." Well, no, that's SZA. He said, "My loyalty is sensitive, so please don't cross me." And yeah, just saying like what he'd do different if he just had a second chance and try to be a better man, not just as a person, but as a significant other. So yeah, I really fuck with this track. The next track is Wild Freestyle, and Jay featuring Kendrick. Jay and K Dot, man, they really feel like OGs here. Like they're kind of feeling themselves, and they just have chemistry that you can't teach this. You either have it with somebody on the track or you don't. The next track I want to talk about is Broke Plus Minus. So man, I got some quotables here, man, from J Rock, bro. Like morphine, novocaine, dull the pain, dull the pain. Still don't change the diagnose. Pessimistic thoughts, carrying the bricks. We trying to find some hope. And the next one is when he talks about how you either chasing this dirty money or you living righteous broke. Like, yeah, that. And where I think this is the track where I actually took a screenshot of the lyrics, and because the second verse I believe where he went off as well. Let me see. Yeah, second verse he was saying some shit too. Like he talked about how death is a part of life. You gotta just go get through the pain, like just walk through it. He's saying like I'm living with both ankle sprained or something like that. How do you say it? Like I've been living through it with lacerations, both my ankles sprained. Can't rely on politics or that 1% to gain power. Daily giving kibbles to let them own your life for 8 hours. Poison get the waters, make it hard safely to take showers. Nobody put in place to keep us straight, so now we slang powder. Chasing paper, aiming lasers at the opposition. Like, what else did he say? Like, can't play these streets and say, um, can't say you're positive, because that's backwards or that's contradiction. Something like that. Like, he was really spitting here. Like, this is the track, when I was listening to it the first few times, this was the track where it caught my attention the most, and which laid the foundation for Why Redemption and When to be some of my favorite tracks on this album. But yeah, whether I was listening to the album in regular order, the regular track listening order, or backwards, broke plus minus always stood out. Like, oh, and he turned into an acronym, broke. B is for blood, R is for rope, O is oppression, K is Kush, and E is evolution. And he said, now have you ever been broke, sick of forever losing? Damn, bro. J Rock, man. Like, I think he's one of the most underrated in the game, if I'm being honest. Like, not just the flows and what he's speaking on, but how he's diverse. He can spit on anything that you give him, it seems like. I don't have anything to say about Troopers. It was cool. King's Dead. It fits the album, but I will say that I see it more as being like a Black Panther exclusive, just because it was on the soundtrack, and for so long I just assumed it was a. Well, I guess it would make sense for this to be the on J Rock's album since it was him featuring other artists, uh, Kendrick and Future. Um, but yeah, I just see it more as a Black Panther song, not really J Rock's song that was gonna be on the album 6 months later. So yeah, the next track I want to talk about is OSOM, Out of Sight, Out of Mind, featuring J Cole. Here, J Rock was just saying like, yo, everyone was around when I got signed. I was fucking. Then the label went under, and I went back to thinking about street shit because my cars was being repoed. My girl left me. I smoked my last smoke was gone, and I was just praying for a bag, and I was willing to do anything for it, because I got nothing to lose now. And he was saying like, I'm glad. What did he say? I'm glad I kept the devil out of my ears or shunned him. Like I didn't listen to him. He was in my ear because he said everything. Well, fairy tales don't end well when the fame and fortune not here. Everybody OSM, well OSOM, out of sight, out of mind. Like, damn. Like, yeah, man, nothing to lose, everything to win. So just willing to do whatever to get it. And Cole was speaking on looking for an outlet to just relieve the pain having this baby mama drama. Not even baby mama drama, just his girl knowing that he still fucks with his baby mama. So things were just complicated, and he was drugging out, having suicidal thoughts, and he was paranoid to those around him, saying like, uh, well, he didn't say this because he was paranoid, but he was saying like, yo, look both ways before you cross me. I tell you, look both ways, cause if you cross me, I'll kill you. It's like Cole, man, like he can go when he wants to. I like how he brought up, not brought up, but had just the his verse from the perspective of someone who just using drugs to get out of, just to try to numb the pain, because that's what his album was about. Like, King Overdose, or Kids on Drugs, and what was the third one? Kill Our Demons. So yeah, he's still in character from that from the album. Uh, Rotation 112 is the next track I want to talk about. Look, banger, just a banger, and the beat is flowing, and J Rock is riding the beat perfectly. Like I said, he's diverse, not just what he raps about and how he raps, but just the beats that he can spit to you on. Like, I think he has something for everybody. He was a little softer on here too. Like, we'll get into that because tracks like this is one of those tracks I'm talking about where it's like a little softer from J Rock, but still hard as shit because it's fucking J Rock. Huh. Next track, East Side Tales. Yeah, just Tales from the East Side of Watts. Like, this beat sounds like something that you just roaming through the hood to, man. Like, it's fucking hard. Like, he was just saying, like, yo, niggas out here, they bloods, they ready to scrap. There is no Black Lives Matter out here, cause like the cops they're shooting the black kids and they getting off while um the families of the victim have to pay for the funeral and the casket and everything. It's like, it's fucked up, and the cops be getting promoted too and shit. Um, and just saying like, yo, it's money over everything out here. Like, dope's being ran. You be waiting for that call from your OG, but go from the that's from the plug, because just saying like, yo, you can get that work that'll set you up for like the next fucking decade. And you be seeing shit like babies in the dumpster, niggas doing time for other niggas, shootouts, abortions, and he kind of gave you some hood tips as well, telling you like how to get in, how to get out untouched, and just survive. Like, have your pass or your street or your cred up, um, or someone to vouch for you. Okay, um, make sure you get the money that you fucking owe if you there for that, and just don't start nothing if you ain't got your piece with you, because that's a guarantee to but you get put 6 feet under. Don't fuck with them niggas. Um, the next track is "Knock It Off," banger. I like how I'm reviewing this album backwards. I just realized that. But yeah, "Knock It Off," another banger. One of the softer tracks, not just the beat, but also J Rock. It's like, this is him on his, not softer like he's on his R&B shit or anything, but just J Rock on a softer tip. The next track I want to talk about is "For What It's Worth." Here it was two themes. The first one was like, yo, if I pop this nigga, um, I can't rap no more. And like, bro, I got a daughter at the house. Like, I can't have my children like just roaming through the ghetto while I'm in the cell just stressing over that shit. So it's not gonna be worth it to do that. And the other thing was when he had the chance to smash this girl, and she said, yo, it's all yours if you want it. And he said, yeah, that's cool, but what if I get another child? And like, yo, that's the legal way for you to ask for money through child support. So it's not worth it. So yeah. And the last track I want to talk about is "The Bloody." It's the first track on the album. Um, it sounds like it could have been on the Black Panther soundtrack. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't sound like a knockoff though, and I thought it was a good track. Um, it just it was a good beat. It was the introduction though, of course. Like, it's kind of setting the tone for the album a bit, like, because it bangs. Like, you get more bangers on here from J Rock. You didn't get that on 90059 from what I remember about that album. I was just listening to it the other month actually. Like, I go back to that album, and yeah, he was just saying like, yo, Rock's back, not Rocky, not The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but yo, Rock's back. J Rock is back. The album's out in the streets, and it seems like niggas are fucking with the album, and I'm fucking with the album. Not gonna lie. I'm glad that I kept listening to it and listened to it backwards for it to really start to click with me. And then from that point on, I just kept listening. It became more cohesive. And with that, I have to say I give this album a 7 to a 7.25 out of 10. If you've heard this album, please let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. If you haven't heard this album, though, I recommend that you check this out, definitely. Um, do I like it more than 90059? I don't know just yet. I still gotta go back and listen to Follow Me Home, though. So, yeah, but like I said, if you've heard it, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. If you haven't, be sure to check it out. And just check the description so you can see everything from my social medias, like Twitter, Facebook, everything. My email, my PSN name, everything. And be sure to share the video. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new and you like the content that you see, oh, please hit the like button if you liked this review, though. If you didn't like the review, hit the dislike button. That's cool. So I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.